Hello! So, once in a blue moon, I do stuff that is reviews on books that aren't horror. Anyway, I decided to pick up because I love to support new and upcoming writing talent, and I love supporting people with their journey and their dreams. No exception on this one. Right, so it's only a year, but it packs a punch. Poetry for me is creative freedom. So you can take away whatever personal feelings and emotions are invoked from a poem that you read. Now, I can tell for you that, yeah. So, Scattered on Rocky Ground is very much, okay, so it's more tailored towards the audience of 14 to 18-year-olds. So the era of one we remember when it was daunting and very hard to know your place in the world, especially as a teenager. And of course, if you are an outcast or somebody that doesn't fit in anyway, this will speak to you as well, because there is levels of fear and anxiety that we all went through when we were at that age. The constant reminder of what it was like. I hated growing up. But this spoke to me on various different levels. So there's the fear of going into the adult world and losing your identity to basically take responsibility. And then there's also the fear of becoming something that is completely against who you are as a person. It's also the anxiety of change, the anxiety of being at that age. It is an enticing read because, like I say, even if you do not fit the demographic of teenager, you still will read this and go, okay, I definitely remember feeling like that when I was that age, and the confusion and just the bewilderment of growing up. Plus, she does her own illustrations in it, and there's one illustration in particular that I just, you know what, I'm just gonna put it here because look at it, it's so pretty and I love it. And there are quotes in here that they do hit home. I'm not gonna lie to you. Compost is a long poem that it feels for me, composters, the magic of reading, of getting lost in another story, in getting lost in another world, and basically leaving behind the shitty day-to-day bullshit. So that was probably one of my favourites. But then there's a quote here that absolutely floored me, because it really does hit home how close to this is. Because I literally know this feeling so well. It's like, what mask am I going to wear today? That was mine. You're still trying to find yourself at that age, and that's what I love about the stories. Like the stories behind the poems are something I'm also interested in. So if this is her poetry, I'm dying to see what she can come up with in terms of story. However, I do have a spoiler. I am already reading one of her dark fantasy stories at the moment, which contains a lot of development character-wise, some interesting backstory, and I love the fact that she's just created this whole world. I want to see it get published, but I'm just gonna be here supporting authors. And her first release, very happy to see it out there. Like I say, it's a nice little read if you have an angsty teenager that you just want to assure them, look, we've been there, we know what it's like, you're not alone. Second part of the book covers hope, and she's like living proof. I got through it, you'll get through it. I love the message behind this poetry book, and that's what poetry means to me. It's taking away something for yourself. She did a really good job, to be fair. Like I say, it's a baby book. So it's an easy read, and also you take something personal away from it for yourself. So support local authors, give it a read.